If you're from the 209, stop what you're doing and watch this video. Murders are up almost 30% from this time last year. The most up-to-date statistics on the Stockton Police Department website aren't even accurate anymore. With all this crime, lately there's been a lot of talk about a possible serial killer. Just about everyone has already speculated on the idea that there is a serial killer targeting people who are alone in their vehicles in the morning or late at night, and plenty of unsolved murders just in general. There have been more than 43 homicides this year alone, with 11 last year occurring around the same time. 2 days ago, the Stockton Police Department announced that they are assembling a team of detectives, task force officers, federal, state, and county, crime analysts, camera room operators, and evidence technicians who will be taking a very close look at some of these patterns that they are seeing. So just 2 days ago, police said that they do not know if one person or multiple people are committing the killings. That is until today, when SPD Police Chief Stanley McFadden released a statement regarding these recent murders. So without actually saying the word serial killer, Stockton Police Department is telling us that there is a serial killer on the loose. They've reviewed numerous hours of surveillance, and they believe that they have located a person of interest, and I'll share the photo with you guys at the end. And if you're Hispanic and you live in the Stockton area, please be careful, because it seems like they're targeting Hispanic men. It doesn't matter who you are, what race you are, just be safe and watch your backs. Shit is getting crazy out there. So on July 8, 2022, there was a shooting death of a 35-year-old white man that occurred in the 5600 block of Kermit Lane at 12:31 a.m. Then August 11, 2022, there was a shooting death of a 43-year-old Hispanic man that occurred on the 4900 block of West Lane. Happened at 9:49 p.m. Then August 30th, 2022, there's a shooting death of a 21-year-old Hispanic man at the 800 block of East Hammer Lane at 6:41 a.m. Then September 21st, 2022, there's a shooting death of a 52-year-old Hispanic man in the 4400 block of Manchester Avenue at 4:27 a.m. And then September 27th, there was a shooting death of a 54-year-old Hispanic man in the 900 block of Porter Avenue at 1:53 a.m. All of the victims were alone and occurred in the evenings or early morning hours. The city of Stockton is putting up a $75,000 reward, with the Crime Stoppers putting up a $10,000 reward, with the reward totaling $85,000 for a tip leading to an arrest. The police department really isn't releasing tons of information, but clearly they have enough evidence pointing all these murders to the same person. They've opened up a tip line in case you know anything or think you saw anything. The families of these victims and the victims deserve justice. Here's a map of where the murders occurred, although if you go into the Stockton Police Department Facebook page, some people have pointed out that there were some similar murders. The person was alone sitting in their car, and it was super late at night or really early in the morning, and those have also been unsolved. Last year, August 25th, 2021, at 6:33 a.m., Tanya Wells was located inside of a vehicle suffering from a gunshot wound, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. Although she's a woman, it seems awfully similar to the more recent murders. And this happened in the same city, a little bit further from the cluster of murders, but nonetheless, awfully similar. September 20th, 2022, a man was found shot to death inside of his car at 12:44 a.m. near the 1900 block of Sikh Temple Road. If there are any other murders in the area that you think could be related, please drop them in the comments below. Of course, the police department does seem to be doing their job and taking this seriously. There are just way too many unsolved murders with so many similarities. So I did look for photos of the victims, because I didn't want to talk about this and not share more about the victims, because I do think that they need to be highlighted and not forgotten. But so far, I don't see any photos of the victims. So if you have one or you know them, feel free to reach out to me for when I do an update. Also, if you need to submit a tip and you don't want to do the QR code thing, here's the phone number to the tip line. Please speak up. So the Stockton Police Department also released this statement saying, "Finally, we would like to remind everyone to remain vigilant and have good situational awareness. Please avoid isolated areas and travel in well-lit areas. Reminder, there is safety in numbers, so if you can, travel with a friend. And if you see suspicious activity, call 209-937-8377. Hopefully businesses in the area have caught this guy on surveillance, but so far this is the only photo they have of the person of interest.
Stockton Police Chief Stanley McFadden shutting down rumors of a possible serial killer in the area.
I'm here to tell you that we do not have that information that we have a serial killer.
A serial killer is conventionally defined as a person who murders 3 or more people in a period of over a month with a cooling down time between murders. For a serial killer, the murders must be separate events, which are most often driven by psychological thrill or pleasure. I believe about an hour after that news release, Stockton PD made the Facebook post about the 5 murders being related. I don't believe there was an official retraction of that statement, but them releasing a statement that the 5 murders were related, they're telling us there's a serial killer without actually telling us. Stay safe, everyone. Don't forget to follow and check back for more updates.